When I opened my eye, I saw a hand on my head. When I turned to my side, I saw a head without any body, and the head was laughing at me. Definitely, I know that. I mean, that thing wasn't human. It was a face, it was a man face, 40 years old, and it was a bit blur. Like when you see television, it's a bit blurrish and stuff. And my whole body was just static. I couldn't even move. I was so frightened and I tried to scream. I can't even, do anything. I was totally helpless. I know that all this stuff, it really, exists. You can't really play with all this stuff. That thing was practically laughing at me. He was like, ha 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 ha. He was keep on calling my name. I was keep praying. So about 1 hour plus, the thing left. After that, I ran to my manager's room. I told him about the whole incident. Well, my manager didn't believe me at first, but then he said that, okay, why not tonight? You sleep in my room. When I was in the same room as my manager, there was 2 single beds. The next day, he was asking me, was it all right yesterday night? Did the thing came again? I said, no, it was all right. Actually, he told me that he could saw my hand. Someone was like lifting up my hand. But he didn't want to frighten me. He just left, he just didn't want to bother me. But then it was just a while. I was like, my hand was like lifted up and I keep on shaking the thing away. After that incident, I returned back to KL. It was 7 a.m. morning as I was sleeping half awake. I could feel my bed. Someone was sitting at the corner on my bed. My whole bed was kind of like, tilted down. So I was thinking to myself, not again. The thing came back again. And there was one night that was even more eerie to me. I was half asleep already, it was about 1 a.m. at night. And the thing was singing beside my ear. The plus point for it was the melody was nice. And for me as a composer, it was a very good kind of inspiration for me. That's why I quickly went down to the piano and I jotted down the melody. The melody was a bit like, sounded very pitiful. It sounded like da 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 da. When I was like putting in all my other music inside, halfway through I was feeling a bit tired. I wanted to go up and sleep, but I could feel that that thing doesn't want me to go up to bed. That thing wanted me to complete the song. So I have no choice because I could feel like my whole body was really heavy. It was really smooth. Within 2 hours' time, as I completed the whole song, I stared at the clock. The clock was exactly 3 a.m. I named the song as 3 a.m. As I sent the song to my manager, as they listen to the song, they feel the goosebumps and they really feel that, how come this song is so pitiful? When I share my experience with them, then only they know that, how come it sounds so scary? Are these really bad luck? Maybe it's fated. Maybe I'm more prone to, being connected to them, rather to, get rid of them, why not you study them? Why are they, revolving around us? It's still a mystery for us. It's kind of interesting topic for me to study, and more to come.
Female jogger was being attacked by this guy where she was raped before being murdered. So the case remains unsolved.
I felt a presence. Something was looking at me. I felt it. I had chills behind my spine.
There I started to sense this cold. Just all of a sudden the cold just from my leg to my shoulder just gripped me tight. I saw this thing just appear in front of me, so I was like stumbled back.
I freaked out because I would never expect him to actually see a presence.
My name is Muhammad Arifin. I'm currently 28 years old, working as a public servant. I'm also a member of the Singapore Paranormal Investigators. So right now, I'm going to share one of my most scariest experience, which is at Bukit Batok Nature Reserve Park. This nature reserve park is like any other nature reserve park where you can know it's a good place for you to exercise, have fun, and at the same time doing some recreational activities. Just about February 2000, there's a horrifying incident whereby a female jogger was being attacked by this guy, unknown guy. She was being attacked, then she was being wheeled into one spot where she was raped before being murdered. So the case remains unsolved until now. Passerby claim that, especially joggers, they claim that they heard these sounds, shouts of help from this, sounded like a lady's voice. So they assume that it could be related to the recent case where the lady was being murdered. I was being called by a friend who she claimed that she was on the routine daily jog in the evening. So she was there jogging when she told me that she heard a cry. At first she thought maybe it could be a passerby or just an imagination, but as she listened closely, she really heard a cry asking for help.
I'm Cynthia. I'm a study skills and motivational speaker trainer. My ghost story began when I have my regular jogs and walk on my daily routine at Bukit Batok Nature Park. There was one particular day I really remember. It's really terrifying. The route I usually take would be near the forested area. I would just jog along the bushes, the forest area, probably somewhere near the drainage or the path. I'll probably have long walks along the path up to the small little hill. Never had any experience until that particular day. I don't know, probably luck was really down. I felt a presence. Something was looking at me. I felt it. I had chills behind my spine. And suddenly from nowhere, I heard this soft cry for help, like a lady, probably. I really don't know. I thought it was a cat, so I ignored it at first, and after that, when I keep hearing it was too soft to be a cat, and too soft to be to be a baby as well. So I did look around, but I didn't see anything at all. I couldn't help but keep thinking about it, so I decided to give my friend Arifin a call. I told him, hey, I experienced such things, and do you want to go investigate? And he agreed.
I told her, okay, why not? Since this is something that I want to do, so I go for it. So a few nights later, I go there with my stuff, everything. So I set up all the cameras, the EVP, facing the location where the body was found. So far on that night, there's no one. The only thing alive is me and the sounds of crickets, and there's no wind at all. You can say it's quite stuffy. During that period of time, the EMF readings is nothing. It's zero. It's down. Then after about 10 to 15 minutes, that's where I heard a sound of a lady crying. It's quite soft. It's crying and asking for help, help me. So I keep searching the area. I couldn't detect the voice. I believe that it came from inside the bushes, from where I was facing. So I started to ask some basic questions. Are you now together with me? Can you show us where are you by making a sound? Or you can poke me on my shoulder. Then from there I started to sense this cold. Just all of a sudden the cold just from my leg to my shoulder just gripped me tight. The presence is too strong. I can actually sense it. And that's where I saw this thing just appear in front of me. So I was like stumbled back. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that thing? Scariest thing of my life, where this thing suddenly appeared in front of me. It's white, doesn't appear human at all. So it just stand there. Then I just keep asking, are you the lady who was murdered? Then after that, for a few seconds later, the thing just dashed through the forested area. So from where I was, I started to chase after it from the other side. There's this trail leading up to the top of the hill, a staircase leading up. Upon reaching there, the thing just stand there. And this time it gets bigger. It just stood there just for a few seconds before it's disappeared to the other side of the forest. I decided not to give chase after that because of the big drain, so I might fail and injure myself. Till this day, it puzzles me as to what is that thing? Is that the spirit of the lady, or is it something else?
When he came back with the results, he told me he actually saw a presence.